I am. Don't try to make a fool.
Artsy, Fartsy, Friday. I think my music is a little slow. I'm going to turn that down a little bit. There we go. Artsy, Fartsy, Friday. Today, the 14th of August. First off, you may notice some things are different. You can actually see where I use the other camera. And things may have been changed around in the background, and I have a different camera angle, which may also change later. Yeah, music was too loud, I know. I turned myself down. So, yeah, here we are, back again. Artsy Fartsy Friday. And, I mean, Lyssa is technically messaging for Archetype, but I am going to say, Josh Duhan, happy birthday, my good sir. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Okay, happy birthday, sir. Happy birthday. Hopefully everything's going well. I just got a little notice that said that some frames were dropped over the past 2 minutes, a few seconds ago. So hopefully everything's running smooth and fine. We're going to keep going. And hopefully everything's good. So it's a brand new setup. Computer's been moved. Whole new Wi-Fi thing. We've had some issues with our Wi-Fi here at the house. And I'm crossing my fingers that everything works out today, because the last 2 Fridays, I wasn't able to finish up the Skyrim painting. Let's transition to that, shall we? Here it is. The Skyrim painting that we need to finish up with the beautiful mountains that were already done. Anyways, yeah, hope everybody is doing well and having a good Friday. I'm feeling a little weird because I'm back and I don't know how to take it. So I've got this over here, and then we've got it playing allegedly on Facebook. So everybody who's joining, I hope you are all having a good Artsy Fartsy Friday. So let's get to the painting. First off, as usual, make sure you have your painting tools. We have our palette where we put all of our paints and we dip those in. Then our brushes. Then we have our paints. I use acrylics. For all of you at home, you are more than welcome to use acrylics or oh great, I just like blanked the watercolors. I blanked on all the different types of paints. It's been a minute, okay? But we gotta shake those up when we get to it. For the acrylics, they do have a water base in there, but there's also acrylic in there. And then of course our cup for cleaning our brushes. And then last but not least, all of the brushes. So get out all your brushes, every single one you have. If you've only got one, good luck to you. I wish you the best. You know what? Just try your best. We had Mike White do all of his and just almost like crayons, so pastel crayon type things. It turned out nice. So you never know. You never know. So let's get to this. So we were doing Skyrim 2 weeks ago. And we gotta finish this up. I still have to put in the details of these, the roofs and the brick walls and all that jazz. That all has to be put up there. And then we've got all of our trees to put in here, and then to touch up on these rocks, and then hopefully some white caps on the water here and some clouds in the skies. That's what we got to do today. So we'll see what we can get done. Feel free to comment and say hello. Let me know what you guys are thinking. I have no idea what I'm doing for next week. Again, we're back, but it's kind of a like things here at the house have been a little crazy. So let's get to painting, shall we? Let's get to painting. Let's see, what should we do first? I don't know what to do first. I don't know. I feel like this part of it's nice, but we have to add the details. Okay, let's see here. I'm looking at my reference picture. Let's just start with some of our trees, shall we? Like, I think that's probably the best one we can go with right now. It's just the trees. Yeah. I'm seeing that I'm getting some dropped frames. Hopefully, again, everything's going well. We're gonna keep going unless everything just drops. Maybe it is the storm. Maybe it's the storm that's cutting everything out. Like, on my end, things look okay. I don't know. It does say that I had some dropped frames. I don't know if you guys can hear me or not. Maybe I might have to restart. Looks like things are back up again. Okay, so again, let's cross our fingers. Hopefully the storm doesn't cut everything off on me. Or the new router that's Spectrum put in that I'm not happy with. Hopefully that doesn't mess me up either. So, let's get going. Oh, I think I even froze. I froze. Like, this whole system, this whole new thing is new. Maybe we might not be able to get to everything today. I don't know! I feel self-conscious now. Let's see here. There we go. Okay, that's fixed. At least the video's fixed. The video feed. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna get to painting. Let's do the trees first. Let's get those trees in there. We need to have some sticks. Like little toothpicks sticking out of the ground. Oh, Archetype. Oh, so Lyssa lost power. I know I'm getting some dropped frames here and there. Maybe, it was warning me about settings, but I'll have to go into those later. Can't do that midstream. That would just be bad. Alright. Let's get our trees painted, shall we? Pacha! Opening paint for the first time in 2 weeks. I see we got 4 people on from what I can see. I don't know where everybody. I got 4 people watching me on the tubes of you, and then according to the Facebook, I don't know how many watching Facebook. It just says live. Okay, so maybe everybody's on YouTube. Okay, YouTube is the priority place to watch because it's just more stable. But we're gonna get this nice fine tip brush. It says number 0 on the Draco series of precision brushes that I have. So we're gonna do our tree trunks is technically what we're doing. So let's get those. Probably should go up, not down. Trunks are skinnier toward the top, allegedly. Allegedly. So we're just gonna spread in a whole bunch of these little trunks, and we'll go back in with some green and paint over those. Remember the layers, people. Everything is in layers. Happy layers. Oh, Bob Ross. Bob Ross he's over there. I think. No, he's right there. Ha ha! Come here, Bob. Bob, you need to be here. Oh. There's Bob. Bob is in frame. So say hello to the friends and family, everybody, Bob. There we go. So Bob's in frame. We needed Bob there. He's our good luck charm, allegedly. All right, let's keep painting some of these. Maybe we should go a little bit darker. I'm gonna add a little bit of black to my tree trunk. You know, my other picture froze, but I'm gonna leave it alone for now. I know the other picture froze. I know people are gonna be like, Gabe, your picture's frozen. You yourself, you're frozen. And I bet you it's how I've got it set up for myself. That's probably how I've plugged everything in. I'm not directly into the computer. I'm actually plugged into a USB hub, and maybe that hub is messing me up. But this image is fine, so we're gonna keep that. And then if I get a chance, maybe I'll mess with my main image there that's in the corner. But you guys know what I'm doing. You know what I'm doing. I'm painting. I'm trying to mix up this black and this brown real quick so I can get a dark brown. There we go. That's what I wanted. Okay. Thicker trunk, or trees in front are going to look a little bit bigger. So a few of these are going to look a little bigger or thicker. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So how is everybody doing? Oh, I'm still good on your end. That's good to hear. That's good to hear. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, my darling dearest. Remember, everybody, put happy birthday, Josh, in the comments below if you want to wish Josh Duhan, one of the Archetype members and a rigging electric in the industry and good friend, nerd, board gamer. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. Lyssa's darling dearest. Lyssa, I think for Josh's birthday, you should let him have pyrotechnics in any future gatherings that we have, especially just to celebrate getting together. I think that should be a thing. Josh, if you're listening, I'm advocating for pyrotechnics. I know how much you love fireworks and explosions. Explosions. So, happy birthday, Josh! Technically, Josh, your cake is pyrotechnics. If you really wanna dive into it. Because it's got candles, and candles are fire, so that's technically pyrotechnics. Let's put a couple of trees in the mountains, like in the snow. It's gonna be really subtle though. Again, I know I'm frozen in the corner. For all of you that are just now joining me, I know my corner. If you're looking at me up here, I know I'm frozen. I'm not gonna worry about it right now. I'm not gonna worry about it right now because technically that's not the main thing for everybody to be watching anyway. So some sparse trees, and then we'll add our greens into those. So you know what? Let's go ahead and do that. Let's go ahead and just grab our greens. It's sort of an evergreen. I know this says holly branch, but I'm going to add a little bit of, darkness to it. A little bit of black to my green, just to make the green a little bit. I don't know. Maybe we'll do 2 layers. We're gonna do 2 layers of green. 2 layers of green. 1 layer of dark green, and then a lighter layer on top for some contrast. How does that sound? Okay, I don't need too much green. Because I am adding a hint of black. Or schwarz. Not farts, but schwarz. Schwarz ist black in Deutsche, or German. So we're going to add a little bloop of black, a little bloop of black to our green. And let's go ahead and mix it up. Make sure you guys are wearing, if you guys are painting, make sure, I could put a dragon, but I got to finish the main stuff first. If I have time, a dragon will be in there. I know Isaac is probably like, dragons! Dragons! Dragons need to be everywhere! Who is it? There's a kid there's a kid in the movie that just keeps yelling stuff. I can't remember what it was. Like, it's popping in my head. Dragons! It's not dragons. It's something else. But, yeah. You know what? I need a different brush. I like this brush. Let's see how this tree turns out first. No, I don't like this brush for this. This is part of the process, people. Finding the brushes that you really want to use. That's part of the process. It really is. It's part of the everything is part of the process. I need a brush that flares a little bit more. I don't want to use my really flary brush. This is the flary brush that I'm referring to. I don't want to use this because it's too wide. Or maybe I can just use the edges. Let's see what we can do here. This is one of my favorite brushes, by the way. This brush. I really love this brush. So I'm going to just use the edge. We're going to see how it works. No, it'll work. It'll do. It'll do. It'll do. Yeah, no, that'll work. I like what it's doing. I like this brush. Even though I'm having to use this little gloopy. And then we're going to come back in with a light green after this green. That's what we're going to do. Same, nothing but dragons. Cole, we can't put dragons everywhere, okay? Also, no cake. So, Josh is not having cake. He's having banana bread. We'll put fire in the banana bread. It's not a birthday without fire, right? Josh would agree. I think Josh would agree. I think he would agree that he needs to have fire for his birthday. This is looking nice. This is looking nice. Let's get this little tiny tree back here. We'll add again. We'll add a light green in after. It's a very Christmas tree right here. A very fat Christmas tree. You know what? This brush is starting to flare in weird ways on me. Let's see if I can fix it. No. Alright, I need a different brush. I like that brush for what it was doing, and now it's doing weird things. So we're going to switch brushes. I need to find a different brush. Oh, the question is which brush to use. Let's try this one. This one is a number 1 by Draco. From Draco's Fine Detailed Brushes. Draco, if you're listening, feel free to sponsor. Draco and what's this company? Benici. Benici. You can sponsor too. I don't mind sponsors. I know I probably don't have enough viewership for a sponsor at this moment, but still, all the monies. Monies is nice. Money's nice. I know you can eat your. You can't eat your pudding without first the meat. Technically, yes, you can, Cole. There is many people throughout historical society that did not have a lot of meat. In fact, the consumption of meat eating is more of a heavy meat eating is more of a modern phenomenon than it is a past one. So, if you had meat, it's because you hunted, and not everybody hunted or could hunt. You know, not everybody could hunt. It was mostly, you know, once agricultural farming came into play, most people were actually more vegetarians, and still remain so to this day. Most, especially Asian countries, if I remember correctly, most Asian and Middle Eastern countries, meat is more like a side dish than it is like a staple. Here in America, definitely meat is a staple. And that, my dear kids, is the education of Artsy Fartsy for this day. This brush is doing what I wanted to do. So we're going to go with this one. We're going to keep this one. Uh-oh. This song's got lyrics. I got to change it. We know what lyrics can do to Facebook. Facebook will start freaking out, going, "No! This is copyrighted!" I mean, it technically is copyrighted, but according to the program Pretzel Rocks, I should be able to use all of the music that's on here and not get blocked. And Facebook has blocked a couple of artsy fartsy things because alleged copyright infringement. And I swear it's supposed to be all legal. So, but these trees are looking nice. I like the trees so far. We're on a good mission here. Almost done with the trees. It's just a little bit happy trees. Happy trees. Happy trees. Happy trees. Hello, son.
Hello.
My son, everybody, if you can see him in the background. So yeah, everybody, don't forget to wish Josh a happy birthday. I'm gonna keep saying it till I see a wall of just happy birthdays. Happy birthday! Happy trees, happy trees, happy trees. That's what we're doing. We're doing some happy trees. I might even put couple little like bushes. I mean, technically in the image there isn't any bushes or anything. It's pretty heavy on the trees, honestly, in the original picture. So I might I might add some, like just some little pops of green here and there. Just make it look like there's more foliage or something just strewn around. Yeah. Yay! Happy birthday, Josh! Thank you, Sarah! I'm noticing also that my combination of putting two trees together, like really close together, was probably not the best idea. I mean, it was an artistic choice. Oh, I froze again. I gotta change the spot. Next Artsy Fartsy should be better. I'm hoping. I gotta move the computer again. And hopefully I'll have better access to the ports that I need. You guys know what I'm doing again. I'm just painting. So let's add a little bit of green of foliage just here and there. Okay, we're gonna add some light green into this. All right, let's get our light green going here. I don't want to go too light. Let's just see how a shade. Just a shade lighter will look. To go on top. Let's just see how that looks. So I put a little dab of green. It's a little bit lighter on the shade, so we'll see how this looks. Yeah, I kind of like that. Too much paint on the brush, though. There we go. That's doing what I want, for the most part. Filling in some of those gaps. So there's a couple of tones. It might be really hard to see on the camera, but this is a little lighter. I will say this, one of the great things about you guys not being able to, like, that my image is frozen is I can sit over here and start dancing and you're just gonna see my hands. Nobody knows what's happening behind the scenes where Gabe is dancing like he just don't care. Alright, I'm starting to splotch a little bit. I don't like that. Anyways, yeah, there we go. Artistic choices, I mean. Every time I feel like I'm messing up, like I'm technically, I guess I'm not technically messing up, I'm just, I don't know. Josh kept telling me it was artistic choices, so yeah, that's what I go with now. I go with it's just artistic choices. So, yeah. There we go. All right, let's add a little bit of, let's just take a little bit of white. I mean, we have snow cap everywhere else. Let's add just a hint of snow on some of the trees. So I'm going to add a bloop of white. Bloop. A bloop of white. Put that green away. We'll grab our white and our fine tip brush, our number 0 from earlier. And I'm going to add just a little bit of I'm almost dry brushing on this point, honestly. Like, with how little white I'm putting on here. With how little white I'm putting on, I'm almost dry brushing. Any questions? Hello, everybody. I know there's 5 people watching now. For those of you who are just popping in, we are doing Skyrim's Solitude in honor of Corona. No, it's not really in honor of Corona, everybody. But hey, we're doing Solitude from Skyrim by Bethesda Studios. Bethesda, get your act together, people. All right, and I know that my image is frozen on the top right or the top left corner. That's definitely understood already. Just little hints of snow on the trees. There we go. Again, there's like little fine details. I'm not sure you guys can really see it all, but it's definitely there. All right, next. Let's see here. Next is going to be... Oh, man, what am I doing next? Let's get the... You know, I've already got some white out. Let's get some white caps going on the ocean, and possibly let's get some clouds in the sky. How's that sound? I mean, that sounds good to me. But you know, I'm only painting. Feedback, people. Conversations. I need a guest for next week. I want to do a guest for next week. Who's down for being a guest next week? We'll figure that out. Alright, I'm going to get a little bit more white because I'm probably going to use it up now. Alright, let's get some white on the brush here. So, using that flare brush that I like. Just trying to make sure I don't have too much on it. Let's see if we can get some white caps in here. Trying to figure out how to do the white caps. Like, I can see them, but they're so sporadic, so I don't want it to look like... Let's just do that. Yeah! Yeah, whatever that's doing, I like that. Let's just keep doing that. Sort of... It gives a little direction, I guess. Flip the brush over. You know what? That's not bad. Not bad. I'm going to keep that up. Whatever I'm doing. I mean, of course, everybody, you know, I am completely professional when it comes to painting these things. I've been trained by the best, Signor Crayola. Alright, those white caps are getting a little crazy. I might have to go back in with another blue. Just to tone it down a little bit. I mean, artistic choices, right? I think I'm getting too close to the edge here. Ah, lyrics. Get rid of lyrics. Alright, I might come back in with another blue. Alright, let's definitely get some clouds going now. I'm gonna put a dollop of blue, just a little bloop of blue. Bloop. Bloop. A little bloop of blue, so we can clear up a little bit of those dots. I'm gonna grab the brush I had earlier. What is this? A number 1 from Draco? It's a flat. It's like a flat brush. It's like a flat brush. It's flat. And that's what I'm going to use for the clouds real quick. I don't know why, but when I do clouds, I don't like to do like fluffy clouds, like really fluffy clouds. I just like to do, I don't know, unique clouds. I don't know. My style of clouds is just different, I guess. More like a streak of a cloud or two instead of like heavy fluffy clouds. Maybe it's because I just don't know how to do fluffy clouds. Maybe that's what it is. Alright, kids, what kind of clouds are these? Let's go with that. That's a good question. Oh my gosh, I got green on this one. I don't need green up there. Let's make sure we don't have green going into our clouds. That would be disastrous. Yeah, I need to put more blue down in my water. That's what my brain is telling me. Alright, I'm gonna stop there for now. On the clouds, at least. Rinse off the brush. Let's get my blue. Just adding some more blue into my ocean here. Something light. Trying to correct some of these white caps. Not all of it, but just, you know what, we're just gonna put a flow to it. Let's start at the top here. Just go back and forth a little bit, adding a little bit. More depth, more contrast, more layers. Layers, yes, layers. Everybody knows the layers. You know what? I probably should have had something that had like a little bit of like fringe to it instead of that flare. That flare brush is really good for grass. That's why I was kind of thinking maybe if I used it for grass, it would sort of be the same. Or so for the white tips, maybe it'll be the same. And we got something nice going down here, down in the bottom. Maybe I don't know. I felt more rushed or disorganized on the top part here. Like stuff just doesn't feel right, I guess. Artistic choices though, I guess. Right. So we'll add a little blue. It's just regular blue, nothing added to this one. It's not darker or anything like that. Just trying to make it look a little bit more flowy, I guess, instead of as not choppy. I don't know. Water is water is always flowing. Water is always flowing. The middle of where fish are jumping. Yep, we're just gonna go. That's what it is. It's fish. Thanks, Ben. If that was you or the kids, I don't care. But still. Yeah, it was fish. There's a lot of fish in there. It's good fishing weather. You know, you can tell because of the snow caps. All right. Let's get into our buildings. And then we can touch up all the rocks. Did I get brown there? I don't remember getting brown there. Well, that's getting corrected. You know, I bet you none of you were like, oh man, that looks bad. No, I bet you most of you were like, oh, I didn't even notice that until you said something, Gabe. All right. Let's get the buildings going. We're going to go with a gray. I already have a white, so I'm just going to add some black to that. Since we got some of our clouds up there, we're going to go with a gray for the lines and how the bricks are going to lurk. Look how they're going to lurk. They're going to lurk amazing. Look amazing. And we're going to do brown, some grayish, so a bloop of black, bloop, with our white. And how do I want to do this? I need another precision brush, I feel. All right, I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know what this one is. This is a number 1 in fine detail by Draco. A number 1 fine detail. That is still with the white we had in there. That one bloop is still pretty great. Oh no, it's getting better. I thought it was. No, I need a little bit more white in there. Can we steal from the surrounding white? I don't know. We'll see. I feel like, is that too dark? Yeah, that's a little too dark for me. All right, let's add a little white. Little white. Yeah, I know it's been frozen for a while. But nobody's supposed to be focusing on it. And I think it's going to freeze again if I unfreeze it. Here, I'll unfreeze it real quick. But I guarantee you, it's going to freeze again. And it's probably going to freeze. I don't know if it's because of what I've got it connected to. Very much possibly could be. See, not frozen anymore. It could very much be to what I had it connected to, which is a USB hub instead of directly into a USB port on the back of the motherboard. For those of you who know, I'm speaking nerd right now. Like, this is tech nerd. Computer tech nerd. Alright, I'm going to go with that gray. That gray looks good to me. I'm probably a little dark on the screen for you, or I don't know. But we're going to go with that. We're going to separate this wall. This is supposed to be 3-dimensional-ish. So we're going to separate that. Yep. It'll probably freeze on me again, just if I'm being honest. Alright. That's going to be another separation right there. Another separation right there. Ah, lyrics! Go away, lyrics. No lyrical videos in mine. Not today. Not today, Satan. Lyrics again, jeez. No lyrics. Alright, that's our wall. Okay, so, you know, I gotta make this look brickish. Ah, more lyrics. I'm just realizing this is more lyrics. No. No lyrics. Let's try this one. Hopefully there's no lyrics in this one. We'll see. But I'm trying to do the separations now, and let's see if I can't. Let's see what I can do here. I don't know how much this is going to translate over to you guys. It's very subtle detail on this. Yeah, I can see some of it. So... And then there's a couple of windows, especially on the turret. And there's some, what do we call these? Frozen again. See, I knew I would. No, I'm not frozen again. Okay. I thought I was frozen again. We'll leave a small space. About right after this, after I make this line right here. This song is cool. I like this song. I don't know if you guys can hear it, but it definitely makes me feel more mellow. Like, not as hyped up or anything. Okay, I'm not getting a lot in the chat, but that's okay. I'm going to ask a question, and let's see what you guys have to say. I'm sure the kids, Sarah, would definitely have an answer for this one. How about, in a traditional fantasy RPG, what kind of character would you pick to begin with? Like, archer, a warrior, a paladin, a lancer, a rogue, a wizard, you know, those kind of things. Like, what if you were in a traditional fantasy RPG, not sci-fi, big difference there. What would you be? What would be your preference? Just adding more details to this wall, that's what I'm doing. Traditional RPG. Now, you mean usually I go with like a knight or a paladin or something like that, but something tanky. And if for those of you who don't know, tanks in RPGs, role-playing games, are the ones who maybe not necessarily rush right in and draw attention, but they definitely try to take up most of the damage being dealt. They got really tough armor. That's usually the character that I play as. Some sort of warrior. I think in like zombie side that I used to play with Josh and stuff, I would usually try to grab the dwarf. Or even what was it, Hero Quest. The best thing about Hero Quest. There's some of the details there on the wall. There we go. That's looking better. That's looking different. Let's see if we can... I don't know if I want to do stuff like in between. Just because it's so small. Like, I feel like I'm going to add more stuff there that shouldn't be there. If I'm being honest. Alright. I need just a little bloop of white again. Need another bloop of white. For the windows. And we'll use another fine brush. We're going to use another small brush for that one. Alright. Oh, this one's... What brush is this? This is it's a number 0, but it's called a tight spot. And I bet you it's designed for miniatures so that you can, like, get in between, like, a leg or something. But you know what? I'm going to use it. I'm going to use it for my windows. So on this turret, it's not technically a turret. If it's square, is it a turret if it's square? One for the Googles. All right, we're going to add a little windows. This is the windows for the building. It's behind the wall. The building behind the wall is like a cathedral of some sort, I think. Or it's the main keep, I don't know. Again, it's been a while since I played Skyrim. My darling dearest Sarah would know more because she's got the game. Though she's probably not playing it as much with all of her schoolwork that she should be doing. Alright. What do I want to do next? You know, let's add a little bit of like a reddish gray. Let's add something else to the roof. There's a little bit of blue leaking in from the roof. You know what? I should have probably. Is there? I mean, there is. But what do I do? That's the question. Oh man, what to do? We're almost at 8 o'clock already. I gotta finish this building up, and then I gotta get to this outcropping of rocks. We're gonna add some moss and some little bits of green, some more dirt. Yeah, we're gonna contrast that up a little bit more. Man, what do I want to do here? I really want to. I want to fill in that roof a little bit more. That's for sure. Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of. I'm gonna add a little bit of brown to the gray that I had. Just a bloop. Another bloop. Another blip. We're almost done with the buildings, at least for now. For this, or for at least for this picture. Almost. Oh, I hit the microphone. My bad. Oh, call out pickle. Okay. Hi, Catherine. Catherine, you didn't answer my question. I asked a question to everybody in the group, or everybody who's watching. If you were in a traditional RPG, fantasy RPG, what class would you start with? So, Catherine, what class would you be if you were playing a traditional RPG? Like Dungeons and Dragons or Skyrim, what would you start with? Ooh, or what race would you be? Let's do that one too. If you're watching, race is not like what race would you be? An orc or a dwarf or a human or elf or dark elf or a vampire? What would you be in a fantasy RPG? All right, let's get this roof going here. Just a little bit more brown in this one. Oh, I just realized this song has lyrics. I like the tune though. But, yep, I gotta switch it. What elf, specifically? Also, this is Catherine. I kind of figured it was you. I would start with an elven archer. Okay. Or what about Isaac? Isaac, what would you start with? Trying to make it look more like the roof has what do you call them? Shingles? Shingles? Yeah. TJ was, I don't know what TJ was trying to text me. He was trying to text me something. I can't look at it. I think that's enough there for the roof. I'm gonna put a few vertical lines in here. Where are we at? Almost 8 o'clock. Isaac, I would start with two-handed orc warrior. Well, I'm glad you're not picking an orc that only has one hand. Just saying. What if you picked an orc that had 5 hands? Or 4 hands. Or 6. I mean, orcs could be different. You never know. It's all your interpretation of the fantasy realm. Hey, no.
Yeah.
Come here. I actually kind of like that, what I just did. All right, Anthony, I posed a question to the group.
What?
My question was, if you were to play in... Oh, don't touch, please. If you were to play in a traditional RPG role-playing game, fantasy set, what would you start off as? So what would you start off as? Would you be an orc, or a dwarf, or a hobbit, or an elf?
Dragon.
You can't pick dragon! You can't pick dragon! That's cheating! That's cheating! No, you can't pick dragon. What would you pick?
Dragon.
No. Okay, get out of here. Get out of here. That's a cheating answer. Can you believe my son picked dragon? That kid. He found a loophole. I guess I have to give it to him because he found a loophole. Okay, for all you dragon lovers out there, and I know this is definitely you, Isaac. What kind of dragon would you be? Would you be an Asian-style dragon with no wings and you just kind of slither through the air? Would you be a European-style dragon with wings? Would you have 4, like, limbs as far, 2 leg, like, 2 forward legs, 2 rear legs, and the wings? Or would you just do 2 rear legs with wings like a bat? Like, what kind of dragon would you be? And would you specifically breathe fire? What about the rest of you? Adults included. Catherine, you're not an adult, but what kind of dragon would you be? Half dragon is a race in D&D. Oh, I did not know that. I did not know that. I don't play D&D that often. But Anthony wasn't talking about being a half dragon. He was talking about being like an actual, like, full-on just dragon. I blame you, Isaac. You're the one who gave Anthony the Wings of Fire books to read. All right, that's it. We're gonna keep that. That's enough of the buildings. No more buildings. We gotta finish up in the last 28 minutes. We gotta finish up these rocks. So we need something dark. We need dark, and then we're gonna throw in a lot of little lines. I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Isaac would be an earth werven, the gentlest type of dragon. But how do we know it's the gentlest type of dragon? Do you still eat cows? Because then you're not very... I would play an elven archer or a mage. Sarah, is that my Sarah is saying that? Because I'm like, and you may be the gentlest dragon, Isaac, for people, but if you eat worms, then you're not very gentle to the worms. The worms don't like you. I mean, technically, the worms can't think like, oh no, I'm gonna get in. Okay, so I'm gonna mix in this black, and I'm gonna put a whole bunch of little lines. And then I might do a wash in certain bits. I did a wash once. I might do a wash here. So I'm going to put a whole bunch of little detail lines here. Let me get one of my other brushes that I can get some details on. And I think I might do some serious like shades of wash on this rock. We're going to see how that works out. I have no idea if it's going to work well or not. We're going to... And if it doesn't, guess what? It's just an artistic choice. Rat halos. A rat halo. Oh, did the image freeze on me? It did. It did. It lasted a little longer this time, though. Let's see if we can get it to work again real quick. Boom. There we go. A rat halo. I've never heard of rat halos. In fact, but then again, I've only played one Monster Hunter, and it was a long time ago. Okay, so we're gonna do a whole bunch of like little lines throughout all of this, just to add in some like details and stuff. Let's see what we can do here. I will say this. One of the things I do miss about the paper that I was painting on is the canvas, because of the tiny little crevices that are within it, it likes to grab the brush in certain ways when I'm trying to do certain little like details. I always thought that was interesting. How it likes to grab the brush in that moment. Like I want the brush to have just enough paint to do these fine little lines like I had here, sort of. And in some moments it works, and then in others it doesn't. It's just artistic choices though, right? I'm not sure what kind of dragon I would be. I feel like I'd have to be a dragon that could shapeshift. Like I could just turn myself into, you know, like to walk amongst people. Because you know at a certain point people are just going to hate you. Or they're going to want to hunt you just to hunt you. Like such is the way of people. You know? Like, and part of me feels bad for the monsters in Monster Hunter. What do they do to people? They didn't do anything. They're just monsters. And yet they're hunted and persecuted so that people can have armor and weapons and look cool. Now, it's a fun game. The one Monster Hunter that I played, it was fun. I remember trying to collect, like... I remember some of it was really hard. Like, seriously hard. And that was me playing solo, like, by myself on things. Yeah, I think I'm going to do a wash at a certain point. But it's not going to be over everything. It's only going to be over certain parts. But I would like the wash is going to be lighter. Because when it's just a wash. So it's only supposed to give like tonality. So that's why I'm doing the lines right now. At least that's how it's working in my head. Do the lines, then layer it with tonality of the wash. So it gives like actual like almost a shadowing. And then like we're gonna put some moss and stuff in here. This could be a little bit more shapened, I guess. Less less specific. It's more like it's coming down from to the next part. I don't know. A lot of this, again, it's just artistic choices. Just artistic choices. Right. We'll see how the wash holds up on this, too. Like, I have no idea how the wash is going to hold up on this canvas. That's another thing that I haven't tried before. I mean, I tried the wash a little bit in the on the Hobbit, so hopefully it gives us something similar. It's a lot more detail than I had earlier, so. have the Grim on your... I have the Grim? Where is it? Do I really have the Grim somewhere? I don't. If I do, I don't know where it's at. For those of you who don't know, I mean, as far as what I'm thinking of is the Grim, I'm thinking from Harry Potter. On my palette. Do I have the Grim on my palette? Where? Or is this what you're referring to as the Grim? I don't know. Yeah, on the palette. I don't see it. Oh, is that it? Is that supposed to be the snout and then the head? Right there? Alright. I think that's enough of all this black. Alright, now let's let me get a little bit of my water. Here's how I'm going to do this. I'm going to use my sponge. Oh, I froze again. I knew it. Alright, I'm going to get my sponge. I'm going to dip it in the water. And that's going into my black paint that I already have. Okay. And I'm going to use an old brush. Alright. Well, this is where this is going to be a little trickier. Ah. The nose is ready. Ah! I gotta pause for just a second. Oh, I gotta get a tissue. Tissue. I'm turning myself down. There, so you guys didn't hear me blowing my nose. I know the kids might get a kick out of that. Alright. Alright, here's the wash. So, a wash, for those of you who don't know, is just the paint with a lot of water. And we're going to wash it. We're going to wash it right over. Alright. Alright, here we go. This is supposed to be where our shadows are. That's why I'm doing the wash. So... What?
What is an endorse?
I can't hear you, kid.
What's an endorse?
I can't hear you, kid.
What's an endorse?
I still can't hear you, kid.
Do you want me to scream in your ear?
No, you need to come over here. I can't hear you.
What's an endorse?
A wash, not an endorse. A
You
wash.
said endorse.
I'm doing a wash.
You said endorse.
All right, you go.
You're weird.
Love you too. I might try to dry that up a little bit. Let's see if we can dry that up a little bit. It's pretty heavy. I think I went too much on the wash. It's very shadowy over here. Can you do a white wash? I bet you can. I almost feel like I want to wash the whole thing now, just to... think I'm gonna wash the whole thing until we get to like right here or something. Ah, lyrics! Go away, lyrics. Like, there's still a lot of detail in there. I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm gonna wash this whole thing right here. At least up to like right here. Should have done a lighter wash. That's what I should have done. And I have no idea if a whitewash is gonna do it. That's what I thought. That's what I should have been doing right there. Time is it? Ah, 10 minutes. 10 minutes. That's what I should have been doing right there. Oh, it's too late. We got a wash on there. All right. Let's add some tonality to it a little bit. Let's add some snow. See how well we can get this to look. It's a little too dark than I wanted, but there's not much I can do at this point, especially with 10 minutes left. We're gonna have to go with the artistic choice. And because I don't think I can remove a lot of this. I'm removing some. That's interesting. Oh, it's drying off. I think it was just... Yeah, maybe it was just because it was too wet. But we're going to add some white. And add some white. Let's get some, like, a little bit of snow in there. Why did I have some of this stuff? Like, right here. Ah! Lyrics! Go away, lyrics! Actually, you know what? It's not turning out. It's fine. Like it's wrapping, or the snow wraps around it a little bit. Finding some of those lines that I had, like where it crevices a little bit. Actually, I don't think it looks that bad. Let's keep some of the dirt. Keep adding some of this light white to it. Actually, you know what? Now that I'm like looking at it with the snow on there, like it actually doesn't look that bad. There's a lot of grays and blacks in there, and I kind of like it. Are we gonna have enough time to add a dragon? Probably not. Okay. Yeah. All right, just enough time to add a little bit of moss to our grass, a little bit of moss to our rocks. I think we have enough time to add some moss to the rocks. So let's do that. Let's add a little bit of green. Oh, I think, well, no, I'm gonna, yeah. Let's just bloop another little bloop of green. Bloop of green. Excuse me. Bloop of yellow. And it's just going to be down here. I might put a little bit up there. We're going to use a number 4 on the round brush. Especially around where there's this dirt. I just wanted a little bit of green. Just something to say, hey look, it's not just dirt. Yeah. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes. We got 3 more minutes, people. We're almost done. Almost done. Let's add a little bit of almost done. Almost done. We'll take every last second. Almost done. 2 more minutes. How we think? Oh, how does it look, everybody? What you thinking? I know I don't have enough time to add a dragon, but what you think? What you guys think? Some moss out here. Huh? Ooh, it's raining. It's raining hard. I think that's it. I think that's it. I think I'm done. I'm done. I hit the microphone again. That's it. Time. No more. No mas. 8 minutes, 29 seconds. Yeah, that's it. I think I'm going to be finished with this one. Solitude. The City of Solitude. On the cusp of an edge of rocks. I don't know. I like how it turned out. It's not bad. It's not bad. Yeah. It's not bad. It's definitely different. I would say probably my favorite part is still these mountains. And the trees and everything. That's still probably my favorite out of everything. But it's not bad. It's not too shabby. Well, everybody, that's it. 8:30. Thank you once again for joining me on Artsy Fartsy Friday. Even though we've had a few little laps and things, and my camera keeps freezing. Artsy Fartsy Friday, everybody. The City of Solitude in Skyrim. People want to be dragons. People want to be in Skyrim as archers and elves and orcs with 2 hands. But yeah, that's it. That's pretty much everything we got here with the new sort of newish setup. Everything's I don't know. I like it. I like how it looks right now. This screen is actually not calibrated, so and my camera freezes again right in the middle of it. It was doing good earlier. Let's see if we can get it. Oh, I think I just deactivated it. There we go. Okay. Well, yeah, that's it. Okay. So, you know, most of you stay around anyways, so I don't have to do the whole like, well, if you stay, then you get to see it up close. Let's just cut straight to the easel, shall we? No extra things with the game. Let's just go straight into it. And let's look at it. Let's see here. Let's see what we got. There's our city right on the edge, and it kind of goes around over there, but you know you can't see on the other side of this rock, but it keeps going, and it kind of goes off this way off the picture. But there's the rock and everything that it sits on with some snow, and it kind of comes out to the edge here, and then we've got the mountains over there with the trees. I like how the mountains and trees turned out. They look nice. They look nice. With our white caps in the water and the fishies. There's a lot of fish over here, people. It's just a lot of fish. That's all that is. And then we have our blue skies with the clouds. And we'll just imagine that there's a dragon floating around up in here or on the other side of there. Or somebody's doing a dragon shout or something. You never know. You never know. I don't know what I'm looking at with my camera right now. Whoa! Whoa! Yeah, I'm getting weird. Okay, but that's it for Artsy Fartsy Friday. The City of Solitude from Skyrim. I hope you guys all enjoyed that we're back. There might be something on next Tuesday. So, next Tuesday evening, there might be a little something. In which I might be going over something else instead of just painting. But Fridays will still be paintings. Friday is still Artsy Fartsy Day, Artsy Fartsy Friday. But Tuesday might be a review of something or a show somewhere. Who knows? Who knows? Yeah, I might have a guest on that one. That's definitely for sure. And I'll see if I can get a guest for next Friday, and we'll see what we paint then. I don't know what we're going to paint then, but we're going to paint something next Freitag. That's Friday in German. Anyways, everybody, thank you very much for stopping by. I'm Gabriel Cruz. This has been Artsy Fartsy Friday. I hope you all have a great evening. Stay fartsy and artsy. And let's see what you guys can do on the City of Solitude. All right. Cheers.